keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. All clubs selling out of
good, man. Get it.
Small business don't come around and don't slip on my ready.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Get his head.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws.
Under pressure again, and down.
That boy put no money in that old line, dog. And I'm going to get this motherfucking car.
Loss of 7 to bring up 4. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Who the fuck is that? Jalen Mills? What the hell, man?
To 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over first down.
I know I ain't need that nigga back there.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I don't know that nigga dropping back. What? I like my D-line did
on 2nd down.
Hey, what you doing?
And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! George Kittle, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others. Yeah, and you know something, when we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Oh, I ran right past.
This will be caught by Brown. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Pollard one more time.
Wow.
He is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Broncos
she put them back, the same ones on?
Trucks over him. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver, fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Dameon Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
I might get that.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. The best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
What?
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also get...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start fighting to get back to the goal line. I think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when the safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here.
Man, he kicked that bitch. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. They'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, this, of course, is an intriguing Week 1 opener. On one sideline, you've got Josh McDaniels, Raiders head coach. But remember, back in Denver, where he was the head man in 2009 and 2010 as well. And on the other sideline, Sean Payton making his debut as head coach of the Broncos.
Two established coaches, both of them made their bones on the offensive side of the ball. And Sean Payton won a Super Bowl as the head coach of the Saints. This is going to be fun to see them match once.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And quickly, they get to the line. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Purdy off the play fake. He's airing it out for Williams.
That was slow. That was slow.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check. It's a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
That nigga kicked that bitch hard. Is the wind on my side or something? Son. Booting that bitch, huh?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up past the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left.
Mando. No. Why can't we?
The Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Get up. Let's go, nigga.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. A pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
I'm not scared to touch them niggas on the field, though.
First of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I'm about to try this nigga. I'm about to try him. It does seem to look like I'm trying him, son.
Here's Purdy.
Terrible, dude.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Purdy. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Whoa.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Flushed out right. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ooh.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Wait, I gotta get this nigga back here, dog.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they did. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go again with Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Oh, my
trying to
God.
tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Pierce is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
Touchdown! Courtland Sutton from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Might have gone that boy Twitch, see what he's saying.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, a touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dameon Pierce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Little boy pick us up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run forward with Pollard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 158 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Going for it with Pierce. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that'll keep this a 22-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The Raiders on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The 20. He's got the first down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A.J. Brown. 43 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Mahomes will throw for it. Flush to his right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Setting me down on this bitch.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That boy pointing at this.
Taken in at the 11. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. He's going to let it fly.
What is that?
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Mahomes.
That's me.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Mahomes to throw it.
Oh, that's good.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A.J. Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Njoku able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Get a game away, I like it.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, a touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense handle with a big play.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pierce gets this one running right. Pushing his way through. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
I think, Brandon, the fact that they thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Mahomes. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Looking downfield for Pollard. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Well, this was not just the